Colonise their land, ethnically cleanse those it is able to, and subject those it does not ethnically cleanse or kill to a life of subjugation under a system of apartheid.
Yeah, so we're here in Trafalgar Square. It's the 19th of October 2024. Marks over a year since the Israelis have been committing their genocide and persecuting their genocide in Palestine. And we thought maybe even some months ago, the appalling nature of what we're seeing on our screens, we couldn't imagine more atrocity than this. But in the last week, the things we have seen are beyond human imagining. Human beings being burnt alive in a hospital in their beds, still hooked up to IV machines. We saw children, a child being shot, maimed by a drone, and then the drone waiting for people to come and assist that child and then blowing them all up in one go. A clear war crime. And then we've seen a pregnant woman in Palestine who was trying to get to a hospital, whatever that looks like, to give birth, and then being sniped in the process. And then the testimony of numerous healthcare professionals up and down Gaza who say that on a daily basis they see children coming in with sniper wounds to the head and to the heart. So a clear policy of targeting unarmed children, in single digits. We have to protest because that's at the very least what we can do to give those in Gaza, the Palestinians in Gaza, hope. Even though our political class are criminals, they are genocidal aiders and abettors. Whilst the International Criminal Court has applied for arrest warrants for Netanyahu and Gallant, our own governments are not ceasing the supply of weapons to the self-same people who have arrest warrants pending. So we have to keep doing this so that we can raise awareness within our own lands, so that those whose algorithms on their social media don't deliver up these images can be told directly to look out for what we are complicit in. Without this, I don't know what Israel would have done without these protests by now, but I would imagine it would have been far worse, and that's beyond my imagining. I mean, the Israelis say they have a claim to the land that's biblical, so they haven't learned their lessons. Killing the leader of an organization thinking it's going to crush it, well, what happened to the fellow from Nazareth that they tried to take out? 2,000 years later, we're celebrating his birthday. So the reality is that taking out leaders who are principled people according to what they believe in does not change the validity or the effectiveness of the organization. The only way that this is solved is either through the successful genociding of the Palestinian people, which is what the Americans did to the Red Indians, or the British did to the Aborigines, or it's through diplomacy and negotiation. Well, we hope to see prosecutions. We hope to see the rule of law being applied. Now, whether that happens or not depends on political sort of maneuvers on an international stage. But this situation that Israel has created for itself, as I say, has led to the International Court of Justice declaring that there's a plausible genocide in Gaza, and the International Criminal Court issuing arrest warrants for war crimes. So in terms of the law, the writing is on the wall for Netanyahu and Gallant, and for the project that they've undertaken. Now, how many dominoes fall after that? It's going to remain to be seen. But we want to be there and ready with the political will behind us in order to make sure the dominoes fall appropriately in the countries that we have been campaigning for the last year.